right, we're going to get it to find their way in. This is the Riganators live stream. Scott Riggin here. Glad to be with you tonight. We're going to play some music, hang out for a while. And so as you're coming in, if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, if you're over at the Street Team page, that's a new thing. So I'd be surprised if anyone's over there. But if you are, please leave a comment and say hello. Let me know that you are there. Okay, let me get this thing started. If you're just joining us, please start leaving a comment. Let us know that you're here. All right, we're about to get started. Scott Riggin here, and this is the Riganators live stream, and it is October 2nd, 2025, like it says on your screen. There have been a few times where I've gotten that date wrong when I created the graphic, like I just wasn't paying attention, and so that's always a little embarrassing. Well, I'm glad to be here with you tonight. Let's see if anyone's saying hello. I hope I'm fingers crossed that Facebook is working. It looks like it's working. Last time I gave up, we just didn't stream to Facebook at all. And so I see that we've got Herschel and Helen. Hello, Mom and Dad. Ingrid. Hello, Kelly and Sandra. Good to see all of you guys. Let me check Facebook really quick. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. And we've got Claudia and Gary, Frida. It's good to see you, Frida. Been a long time. Natalie, hello. Sharon, Becky, and it says other people, so it doesn't name them. So please comment so I know that you're there, because Facebook doesn't actually let me know that, and well, neither does YouTube. But anyway, so leave a comment, say hello, and that way you can, I'm an artist. I have a fragile ego, and I need to know there's somebody there listening. So not a whole lot of preamble tonight. Going to dive right into the music. I have said that before and not been telling the truth. But tonight, for sure, we're going to get to it really quick. I'm going to do a song that is from this project that came out just a few years ago, Beautiful and Terrible. I saw something the other day someone posted in the Riganators, and it was so flattering. And she said that she's just gotten a new to her car, and it was a big challenge deciding what music am I going to christen my new car with. And she decided that it would be this album. And, that's a pretty cool thing for someone to say, When I moved into my new place, I thought really hard about what the first vinyl record was going to be that I played. And I'm not going to tell you what it was. It's a secret. It's not a secret. But anyway, but that's, there's sort of symbolic meaning to, the first time that you get in your car and put in a CD, or for those of you who don't use CDs anymore, turn on the radio with the song that you listen to. I don't know. It's just kind of a cool thing. So I appreciated that. That was Melissa. And, but I'm going to do a song from this project, and part of the reason that I'm doing it, it's been a long time since I've done the song, and it's not one that I've never performed it in a live, like a concert situation. I've only done it like maybe twice ever in the last 4 years here, But I'm going to do it tonight, partly because it just last month was featured in a TV show. Some of you guys have heard me talk about this, but it was featured in the first 25 seconds of, Season 4, episode 2 or 3, something like that, of this show, which you may or may not have ever heard of. I don't really know much about it. I've never watched the show, but it's an Amazon Prime show created by the guy who created Parks and Rec and The Office, and so it's kind of a big deal. And it was pretty neat to to have that. Now, it was not my recording. It was one of my writers, Andrea Davidson, who sang the song. It was her demo, her version of it that was on the show. But I thought, that gives me an excuse to go ahead and pull the song out. And it is a song that is it's called Simply Beautiful, and it is a song that is just about, the sun is shining, and I'm going to enjoy that. I just want to have a day where there's no pressure, and this is kind of a fantasy that I dream of, and it never happens. But a day where there's no pressure, no obligations, just kind of able to kick back and relax. And so, anytime you have a day like this, put on this song, and it'll make it even better. I'm going to check with comments again and see if some more folks have come in and said hello. So we do have more people here, but a lot of names are not showing up. So it's just showing me, Facebook's just showing me that there's more people coming in. And then let's see. And then Natalie's switched over to YouTube. Okay, Natalie can't make up her mind where she's going to be. But if you are out there, please comment on Facebook or on the other one, YouTube, to let me know that you are there. I would appreciate that. And here we go. I'm going to do this first song. And again, this is called Simply Beautiful. It's from this project, Beautiful and Terrible. And the idea of that, here I am talking. I said I was going to get right into the music. But very quickly, the idea of this album, Beautiful and Terrible, I deliberately have this very storybook-looking artwork. And it's meant to suggest that we're going on this journey where things are very dramatic and very, there are scary things and there are beautiful things, just like a fairy tale or a fable would be. And the songs on the album really kind of wrestle with that, the fact that life can be just absolutely beautiful, but it can also be excruciating sometimes. And even in the midst of all of that, it's always precious. And so it's the song Simply Beautiful is the one I'm going to do now. I think I have the backing track ready. I do love, I'm still talking. I do love the fact that this, when I wrote this song, I was very much going for very classic pop music chords. So, anyway, very fun. So here we go. Thanks for being here. Here comes Simply Beautiful. And we worked so hard to make this string section sound like an old wobbly record. It's a new day and the sun is shining. It's shining just for me. The way I feel is simply beautiful. Birds fly high above me, blue skies so peaceful overhead. This great big world is simply beautiful, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, so good. Well, it's simply beautiful. Sunshine dancing on the water, and I just want to soak it in. Well, the way I feel, well, it's simply beautiful, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Yeah, it's gonna be good, so good. Well, it's simply beautiful. No clouds clouding up my skyline. No doubt, no, there's not a doubt in my mind. I'm thinking I'm onto something good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's simply beautiful. Hey, hey, it's gonna be so good. Hey, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's simply beautiful, and it's a new day, and the sun is shining. It's shining just for me. just the kind of song that you want as you're driving down the highway with the sunroof down or the hood down, whatever you, not the hood, that would be bad. Yeah, if you're in a convertible, I've never have you ever driven a convertible? I've never actually gotten to drive a convertible, but it seems like that would be awesome with the right weather, Anyway, so that's what that song is all about. It's just very simple, just appreciating that, God made an amazing world, and there's a lot of pleasure in just going out into the world and enjoying the sunshine and getting to see, animals and just something about nature that's restorative. We all know that. I don't go outside as often as I should. I'm so busy these days with so many different things. So I'm really needing to kind of make myself habitually go outside more. Now, I'm going to confess I did have a little problem there because I forgot to put in my earbuds. So I realized after I got started that I couldn't really hear. So I was having a hard time staying with that track with the drums and strings and everything. So hopefully that wasn't too excruciating. So, oh, good. Thanks. Dad says that the sound is good. We've had some problems with that, so that's nice to hear. So let's see. I am headed over to, here we go. Here's the live stream. On Facebook, and we've got Cleveland here. How you doing? Yeah, thank you, Claudia. I think it is a fun song. I'm glad you like it. So, all right, a few more names popping in there. This is a song that comes from a something that Paul the Apostle writes a bunch of times. It was really interesting how many times this shows up, and the song is called Don't You Lose Heart. It's also from, I'm doing two songs from Beautiful and Terrible today. But Paul the Apostle uses the phrase, don't lose heart, a number of times. And sometimes you'll find it translated, don't grow weary. But it's the same language. Don't lose heart. Don't become discouraged. Don't give up. And I think it's a useful thing to think about. In 2 Corinthians 4, verses 16 through 18, Paul says, so we do not lose heart. Though our outer self is wasting away, our inner self is being renewed day by day. And there again, that's that beautiful and terrible idea that things may be really awful, but we have this inner life, this spiritual life where God is working in us. Our inner self is being renewed day by day. For this light momentary affliction. Now, this is Paul, who endured unbelievable persecution, and he's saying, yeah, all this stuff, it's light momentary affliction. And I'm the kind of guy that I'm really upset if, I get a paper cut and, I mean, hopefully not that bad, but Paul says that his suffering, the suffering that the early church was experiencing, he said this light momentary affliction is preparing us for an eternal weight of glory beyond all comprehension, as we look not to the things that are seen, but to the things that are unseen. For the things that are seen are transient, they're temporary, they're ephemeral, they're going to evaporate. But the things that are unseen are eternal. And so he begins that whole speech with, so we do not lose heart. And then Galatians 6:9, he says, let us not grow weary, let us not lose heart, let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up. It's worth sticking in there and not giving up. 2 Thessalonians 3:13, as for you, brothers, do not grow weary in doing good. Don't lose heart. And then 2 Corinthians 4:1, therefore, having this ministry by the mercy of God, we do not lose heart. So I want to encourage you with this song tonight. This is one of the songs that I love performing in concert. It's a really fun one to do, and I love the message of it a lot as well. So let's see if we can. I need to turn this track up a little bit. This one's a little quieter for some reason. All right. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret here. That what I've got over here is it's kind of a little desk credenza kind of thing, and I've got my my little sound system on it. And just today, I realized, you know what? I'm constantly fighting with the fact that whenever I put a sheet here or something here, some kind of thing to cover, a blanket or whatever to cover all this and kind of hide it, that it always slips. I realized, I could use a fitted sheet, and it will just kind of stick right on there, and hey, how about that? So a smarter man might have figured that out before he hit 4 years of doing a live stream, but I figured it out today. So yeah, anyway. All right, so so we're going to do Don't You Lose Heart, and I hope it's an encouragement to you today. This world is broken, it's broken, and no light is getting in, 'cause all of creation has been vandalized by sin. And here all the shadows are gathering their strength, and our own greed and hate and selfishness have all paved the way. So maybe we're fools to believe that love has the power to change anything. But oh, now don't you lose heart, don't you give up, that's not who you are. Only light can drive out the dark. Yeah, you got to believe me, you shine like a star. It's never easy, but don't you lose heart. Curse in the darkness, but the dawn has not arrived. Lighting a candle against the shadows is our defense against the night. And maybe we're fools to believe only love has the power to change anything. And oh, now don't you lose heart, yeah, don't you give up, that's not who you are. Only light can drive out the dark. Yeah, you've got to believe me, you shine like a star. It's never easy, but don't you lose heart. You shine. I love the way you shine. I love the way you shine. You shine. And maybe we're fools to believe, but we know that love has the power to change everything. And oh, now don't you lose heart, don't you give up, that's not who you are. Only light can drive out the dark. Oh, you got to believe me, to shine like a star. It's never easy, but don't you lose heart. You lose heart. It's been a while since I've done that song, so yeah, only light can drive out the dark. You've got to believe me, you shine like a star. It's never easy, but don't you lose heart. And yeah, you matter. Your life matters, and the way that you serve other people, the way that you make the world a brighter place is important. You may not feel like it, but it really is. And so I'm going to do a song now for anyone who's ever been discouraged. This is a song that I wrote, and this is what I always have said when I do this one in concert is I warn people. I say, hey, just so you know, this next song is a real bummer. You know, it's a real bummer. And people always laugh, and I'm like, I'm not making a joke here. This one's really heavy and pretty sad, and I don't want to ambush anybody who's like going through it right now. With this song. This is the deepest lament I've ever written, I think. I remember the very first concert that I ever did this song at. I was at a church in Oregon and did this concert, and I made that warning. They all laughed, and I said, no, really, it is kind of a bummer. This song is really heavy, and I want you to know, if you have ever experienced grief that feels so heavy that you just know that you're going to drown in it, that you're not alone, and it won't always be this heavy. And that's really all this song has to say, is that you're not alone, and it won't always be this way. And sometimes that's kind of the only message that can really help, is just to know that much. So this is a song called After the Shipwreck, and it is probably about the most honest thing I've ever written. And it's about a point in my life where everything blew up. The song says, one after another, the cannonballs came. And honestly, it felt that way. It felt to me like here comes another one. And before long, the ship that I was living in, my life was just splintered into 1,000 pieces. And the only thing I knew for sure was that this ship can never be rebuilt, that there's nothing left of it. And so whatever comes after this, if I'm ever rescued, if I ever get out of this ocean, whatever comes next, it's going to be something new and something different. And maybe you felt that way. Maybe you've gone through a time where your life really just blew up. This is for anybody who knows, again, I always say this, who knows what it's like to feel grief. And you're not alone, and there is hope. So here it is. This is After the Shipwreck. And of course, the way my mind works is I made this into what I call a demented sea shanty. I figure it's a song about a shipwreck. I had to make it sound like kind of an old sailor song. And so it's kind of jaunty and a little bit fun, but it's a heavy song. So anyway, this is called After the Shipwreck. One after another, the cannonballs came. Now it's all going under, and only wreckage remains, and it feels like I will drown. There hasn't been time to grieve yet, clinging to this debris. Still, it's hard to believe it, that this is happening to me, and it feels like I will drown. And one thing is certain, one thing is clear, as the storm starts to worsen, and I'm drowning in fear, there will be no rebuilding. It's gone, baby, gone. And I don't know how much longer I'll be holding on. There's no island to swim to, and anyway, my legs feel like lead. Still, I'm praying for rescue, for planes flying overhead, 'cause it feels like I will drown. And one thing is certain, only one thing is clear, as the storm starts to worsen, and I'm drowning in fear, there will be no rebuilding. It's gone, baby, gone. And if no one comes to save me, I'll never see the dawn. Ocean of loneliness, is anyone looking for me? 'cause my strength is failing and I've no breath left for praying, and I will sink like a stone to the deep. As one after another the cannonballs came. Certain, only one thing is clear. As the storm starts to worsen and I'm drowning in fear, there will be no rebuilding. It's gone, baby, gone. And I'm surrendering to the current that's pulling me along. You're not alone, no matter how you feel. Wherever you may go, I'll always be right here. You're always in my heart. You're always in my heart. Don't you fail to believe the sun will shine again, there will be relief. And when the wind blows away the debris, you'll see I've always been here. And you're not alone, no matter how you feel. Wherever you may go, I'll always be right here. You're not alone, no matter how you feel. Wherever you may go, I'll always be right here. You're always in my heart. 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 You know, I started to tell that story about after the shipwreck, the first time that I ever performed the song. I warned everybody. I said, you know, this song's a real bummer. They laughed, and then I said, no, it's pretty heavy, and I don't want anyone to, want this song to like take anyone by surprise and really upset anyone. And I said, it's about grief. And it's for anyone else who's known this, I want you to know that you're not alone. And so I did the song, and it was very emotional for me because it was the first time I'd ever done it. And it's a very personal song. It's one of those songs where you're like, am I going to alienate everybody who thinks they like my music if I sing this song? And but, you know, you want your music to connect with people, right? And so as I'm singing the song, I look out and I see people who are just tears coming down their faces, which, you know, on the one hand, that's, you know, you want people to be drawn into your song and to feel the feels, you know. But I saw people everywhere crying. And there was this family kind of all in like the third or fourth row, and they are just hanging on each other, clinging to each other, like sobbing. Like I'm singing this song and thinking, well, I'm glad it's connecting, but also, should I be doing this? Is this irresponsible to sort of dredge up all this pain? And I will tell you this, after that show, I spent, I don't know, 2-3 hours talking with people. And usually there's people back by the CD table, you know, talking about the shirts and sometimes talking about songs, and or you know, they want to make it in the music industry and can I help them? Which the answer to that is, of course not. I have no way to help anyone with that. I can't help myself. But I you know, generally have some meaningful conversations usually, but a lot of them are just kind of friendly. And, you know, that night I talked with so many people about their pain and about the grief they were experiencing. You know, my daughter is doing drugs, or my uncle or my father or you know, my husband has left me and I'm gonna, you know, just it. I think it was this song cracked open the door just enough for people to feel like, okay, that guy was honest about how hard things are for him right now. I need to talk to someone who understands. And what I learned from that is, in the church, we are so afraid, many of us, most of us, I would say, to be vulnerable and to be honest about struggles. And so you walk in that door and you plaster on that smile and everything's great. How you doing? Oh, great, brother. How are you? When I think there's some real power and some real comfort to be had in saying, you know, having a rough week. You know, not everybody that you say that to is safe. There are people that you need to keep your guard up. I'll be honest. But I talk with people all the time. I'm a worship pastor at a church, and I talk with people every week who are struggling. And I want to be someone that they know I can talk to Scott and it'll be okay. He's not going to judge me or think I'm weak or question whether I'm really saved or anything like that. And so, anyway, I just want to encourage you. Be the kind of person that someone can come up to and share something heavy. And part of what opens the door to that is actually being honest about what hard things you've gone through. Anyway, so that's it. I'm going to wrap it up. It's been, we've been going about half an hour. That's a good night. So thank you for being here for this live stream. I've been doing this now for 4 years. I kind of can't believe it. And I do this on say it with me, the first and the third Thursday of every month, except when it falls on like a holiday, like July 4th. I think this last summer was a Thursday or something. Anyway, and so thank you for those of you who come all the time. You're an encouragement to me. I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad you enjoy this. For those who are watching this later on, because we've got a lot of people that stream these later on, they can't come right when this is happening live. Or they miss it for whatever reason. Glad you're here too. I do want to encourage you to take a look at the text in the description for this video. There are a few things there that would, I think, be of interest to you, so I hope you check it out. One thing is, I did that song, You're Always in My Heart. Well, that is, I kind of built a whole playlist around that. It's called the Best Friends playlist on Spotify. And right now, I set it up a little over a month ago, like a month and a half ago. I think, something like that. And I've got 300-something subscribers to that, so that's kind of nice. I don't know how many of you guys have ever subscribed to it, but if you go to that link and click on it and just click the check mark in Spotify on that playlist and listen to it. There's a lot of fun stuff there, a lot of songs about friendships, and I think it'll make you smile. So, well, that's all I'm going to do. I do want to give you this one little tidbit before I leave. And I'm going to share more with my Patreon folks, my subscribers on Patreon. But I'm almost done recording Shepherds and Wolves. That's the new project. And I'm going to make that available to you guys, I think, in November. The rest of the world, it's not going to have an official release out in the big wide world until May the 1st. So right now, everything's been recorded. A little bit of guitars left, and strings are being recorded. A cello, viola, violin being recorded in Nashville this Saturday, and I'm going to zoom in to oversee that. So, anyway, super excited about getting this record done, and you guys getting to finally hear. I've been talking about it for 2 years. So, anyway, I'm done. That's it. I have nothing more to say. I'm going to end the live stream. You guys have a fantastic evening, a great week, great weekend, and we'll see